Smoosh are the hottest new band in the U.S. underground right now.
Smoosh is no gimmick. The girls just know how to rock.
Smoosh picks up where Nirvana left off.
Smoosh has opened for such indie rock heroes as the Eels, Death Cab for Cutie, and Pearl Jam. So who exactly are these high-powered rockers?
You always say anything at the same time as me.
This is Smoosh. Aussie, who plays keyboards, is 14. Her younger sister Chloe, who plays drums, is 12. They have already released 2 full-length CDs.
The girls don't come from a musical household. I think it was just, as far as that goes, it was just a normal household. So we listen to music, I guess everybody does.
We were living with my mom when Aussie was little, and my mom had the piano, and it was just in the room where we hung out. So I think it was kind of a natural toy. It was just another thing to play with for her.
I mean, before she could even speak, you know, she just had this inherent interest for the piano.
Aussie started writing songs when she was 5, but Chloe had yet to show any real passion for music.
Chloe, I think, didn't have an interest in drums, but she kind of had an interest in, oh, that looks cool, and always trying to keep up with big sister.
An auspicious visit to a local music store took the sisters' hobby to another level.
I met Chloe and Aussie in 1999 at a music store called Trading Musician in Seattle. I was working part-time at the music store, selling drums, repairing drums, and part-time at the Seattle Drum School where I was teaching.
Aussie and Chloe were off wandering up the stairs where the drum sets were. Chloe just saw that sparkly kit up there, and Jason ended up selling her that kit with the premise of, you buy this kit, I'll give you a month of free lessons to get you started.
I taught both of them pretty consistently for maybe like 3.5 years. That was the start, that was the embryo, that was the two of them making music together, having to work things out, work out parts, do a little bit of arranging, take a little bit of instruction, but also just get out whatever music was in their head.
Jason saw the musical dynamics between the sisters and decided to capture it in the studio.
They almost couldn't get enough recording with Jason. They'd look forward to these little special 2-hour sessions they'd have with him. And so it was really exciting to be able to go into the studio and be able to record.
Well, I usually write the piano parts or keyboard parts and then vocals first, and then...
When you usually do it?
Well, I always write the keyboard parts and vocals, and then I'll show them to Chloe, and she'll think of a drum beat to it usually, and then sometimes she does her own background vocals, sometimes I make them up for her, but...
I think you made up all of the ones, I think.
Maybe, but we pretty much do our own parts.
It was nobody's dream. It's just been this strangely evolving thing that, has kind of been happening, and I think it's happening because it's fun, so the girls keep saying, oh, let's do a show.
Well,
our first gig was at the Cloud City Coffee, and I remember that I was so nervous.
I think they might have been 6 and 8, and I think they did 1 song, maybe 2 songs.
Oh yeah, we were so nervous, but the only people that were there were our friends.
The first few times that I saw the band, I thought, they're cute. I hope they don't have totally evil parents who are driving them to try to be rock stars and living vicariously through them. And I hope that they're okay and not totally screwed up kids,
Papa Smoosh is working toward his PhD in molecular biology, and Mama Smoosh is a pediatrician. Even with their busy schedule, their priority is providing a warm and nurturing environment for all their children.
Chloe and Aussie have continued to remain kids no matter what, whether I run into them in London or in Brisbane or at their house in Seattle.
So close
Can I bother you?
They deal with adults very well. They're really mature for their age. And so the first time that I hung out with them and saw them and spent time with their family in just a relaxed, at-home type situation, I was amazed at how childlike they were.
I think young kids who get a sort of an opportunity to be in a little bit of a limelight, to forget what it's like to be a kid and to just all of a sudden be absorbed by all this sudden attention. And one of the best things about the girls is they don't seem fazed by it at all. I really attribute that to just great parenting.
When they just go down and jam and make a new song, or they go in and they want to make a new, record a new album, or go tour, it's fun, but the goal isn't to be huge. So I think it's because of that reason that they're not affected by it. So they've maintained a sense of normalcy because of the way they do things.
I'd have to say that Ossie is probably more of a thinker kind of person. She's outgoing, but she really analyzes, and she'll ask us a lot of questions that really throw me for a loop, you know. Chloe is, she is funny. She's funny for me, and she's, I think, funny for a lot of people. She's kind of an in-your-face person. She, you know, if something's not going over well, she's right there, and she'll make it work.
Smoosh's parents are amazing people. They've got 2 daughters who are in this relatively prominent rock band that tours internationally. They have 2 younger daughters who are both amazing, brilliant kids, and they somehow manage to always be on the road with Smoosh when Smoosh is traveling. At least one of the parents is always there, of course, and they both have careers, the parents.
In their spare time, Mike and Maria are working hard at their other job as roadies for their daughters.